Hello, children of God. I am Deacon Samantha Neeb, and I serve as the Associate Director of Family Ministries with Lutheran Church Canada. Today I'm here to answer the question, what is Family Ministries? Well, Family Ministries within Lutheran Church Canada falls under domestic mission work. Domestic mission work, of course, is referring to the work happening domestically within Canada. So Family Ministries, as part of that, is the ministry to and among youth, families, and young adults within Canada. So that's the definition, what a family ministry is. But you might be asking yourself, well, what's happening in this role and how is it supporting local congregations? So this role is all about supporting local congregations by engaging with ministry leaders across the synod to develop and collect resources for home and congregational use in those areas of youth, families, and young adults. It's about creating communication and networking opportunities with the ministry leaders across our synod, and it's about helping to facilitate event opportunities. So that's a very brief description. I'm going to now get into some specifics, things you might have already heard about, things that might be new to you, and things that are happening in the future. So into the specifics. Engaging with ministry leaders. I've had the opportunity this past year to connect with a number of ministry leaders and congregations across our synod. Some of these have been general conversations about what things are happening within their local congregations, but some of these have been specific asks or requests or questions that people have had for me. Usually this comes in the form of a phone call or an email. But they've been questions around Sunday school, vacation Bible school, cradle roll, a resource for parents to talk to their teens about dating, how to start a youth or a young adult group. Questions like that and many others have been a joy to receive this past year. That's engaging with the ministry leaders, but then we've also been working to develop and collect resources for use within congregations and homes. So in the fall of last year, we were able to launch the Family Resources page on the Lutheran Church Canada website. And that page has resources divided into 3 categories, into home use, church use, and resources all relating to the church year. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I would invite you to do so. Some of the resources on the website include things like the bingo card you might have seen on the most recent issue, the back cover of the Canadian Lutheran. They include things like a brief guide to home devotions using the Lutheran Service Book. They include things like a link to a page with a number of youth resources and many other resources as well, which I would encourage you to check out. So that's the first part. The second part, creating communication opportunities and networking opportunities for ministry leaders. One of the ways I'm trying to encourage those communication opportunities among ministry leaders is through the use of the Servant Leader Network, a resource we've had for a number of years. And if you've never heard of it, I would encourage you to look for that information on the Lutheran Church Canada website and to sign up for that network so that you too can start and be within the conversations that are happening there. I would also say that we have been doing some webinars. So in the earlier half of 2026, we had 3 webinars. We had webinars on the topics of Vacation Bible School, equipping young leaders, and seniors in intergenerational ministry. And in these webinars, we had people come in to talk about things that they were doing within their congregation. So that built a little bit of a bridge between those people and those who were attending. But from those webinars, those conversations have continued, and we've been able to continue building networks and communication opportunities, whether it's one-on-one or in groups, following those opportunities. And in the fall, we hope to continue that communication opportunity and that networking opportunity by providing more roundtable style online connection points where the conversations will be driven by those who are in attendance in topics for seasonal things like around fall activities, Advent and Christmas, but also on topics around Sunday school as well. So that's creating the communication opportunities and networking opportunities. Finally, the event facilitation. So that refers to things that are already happening, like the National Youth Gathering, but it also refers to things that we hope to continue to see happening, whether they're regional or circuit retreats or gatherings, workshops, things like that, whether they're a young adult gathering, things of those natures where whether it's already happening and you might need a little bit more resources or support, or whether it's something that you guys are looking to start, I'd love to be able to be a resource to you to say, how do I plan this? How do I get this started? What do I need to know about? I can be here to serve as a resource for you in those kind of areas. So that is hopefully a brief description of family ministries within Lutheran Church Canada. And I would invite you that if you have any questions about family ministries, whether it's in your local congregation or things that are happening across the synod, to reach out to me. It would be a joy to have that conversation with you. God's blessings on your day.